It was a war they weren't meant to win. 5 kings, 5 entire armies, all united with one goal: crush the Gibeonites for making peace with Israel, and because of covenant, Israel was pulled into the fight. Joshua and his men marched all night to meet the battle by dawn. Blood had already soaked the ground, steel clashed, arrows split the air, but the Lord was not absent, and the Lord threw them into confusion. Joshua 10 verse 10. As the enemy fled, God hurled massive hailstones from heaven, stones that more men than Israel's swords ever could. But time was slipping, the sun was setting, and if night fell, the enemy would get away. Then Joshua did something no general, no prophet, no king had ever done. He looked up and declared, "Sun, stand still over Gibeon, and moon over the valley of Ajalon." Joshua 10 verse 12. And heaven listened. The sun froze mid-sky, the moon held its place. Time itself paused because a man dared to pray beyond logic. A man in covenant with God opened his mouth, and creation obeyed. There has never been a day like it before or since when the Lord heeded the voice of a man. Joshua 10 verse 14. The fight pressed on, but the daylight didn't fade. Joshua struck with unwavering force while the hands of the clock were held back by the hand of God. Nature bowed. Time obeyed. Why? Because God was not finished. He extended the day to finish the victory. This wasn't just a miracle in the sky. It was a statement about bold faith, fearless prayer, and a God who is not limited by time, space, or physics. Joshua didn't approach God with timid requests. He spoke with heaven-sized confidence, and God responded not reluctantly, but gladly. This isn't about cosmic science. It's about divine alignment. When you walk in step with God's will, heaven backs your assignment, even if that means the sun must pause. We serve a God who is not overwhelmed by big prayers. He's not restricted by the rules of nature or the ticking of clocks. Joshua didn't whisper a comfortable prayer. He commanded the impossible and believed God would back him up. You may not need a solar miracle, but maybe you need time to stretch. Maybe you need strength multiplied. Maybe you need a situation to shift. So pray boldly. Ask fearlessly. Don't reduce your prayers to fit your comfort zone. If your prayer doesn't stretch your faith, it may not reflect the greatness of your God. Let this be your prayer. Lord of heaven and earth, you moved the sun for Joshua, and you move still for those who trust in you. Grant me the faith to pray beyond logic, to believe for the impossible, and to obey without hesitation. Let my life be a story of bold